Jason's on the air. Yeah, Jason.
Hi, how you doing, Howard?
How you doing, man?
And I had this problem. I ended up sleeping with my sister.
Oh, yeah? Is that real?
Yeah, for real.
How was she? Any good?
It was an accident?
Well,
Would you like your mom and dad said you had to share the same bed for a night, and then you accidentally rolled on top of her?
no, I'm married and she's married.
Oh, really?
This happened recently?
Yeah.
Dude, that's pretty heavy.
Well, what happened was,
Real sister or stepsister?
no, real sister.
Full blood.
She must be hot.
Yeah.
I mean, because, if you're going to make love to your sister,
But did you have feelings for her before?
your
No.
sister's got to be really good looking if you're going to forget that she's your sister. You know what I mean? Were you drunk?
Well, what happened was, she was staying with me because,
You know substance has to be involved.
Of course.
Some sort of
Something's
substance.
got to loosen those inhibitions.
Yeah. Hey, Gorilla, can you bring me tons of hot water, cups of hot water? Could you do that for me? Because I am very, very parched. Thank you, Bubby. All right, let's get back to this guy who screwed his sister.
All right, where did it happen, man?
at my house, she was up with me staying for a couple
All right,
days.
how old are you?
I'm 25,
And how old is your sister?
28.
And when you
So
say
your
she's
older
hot,
sister.
like, and she's married?
Uh-huh.
She has kids?
No.
All right. So she's really hot.
Right.
Like, what does she look like?
She's got blonde hair,
Yeah.
and she's about 5'10".
That's tall. I love that. Is she thin?
Yeah.
Like, how much does she weigh, you think?
120.
Like, around there.
Uh-huh.
And does she look like anyone famous so we can relate to her?
Jackie Joke Man. No.
God forbid.
No,
Mitch Fertel.
no one I can think of, no.
All right. But she's really good looking.
Yeah.
Like the best looking girl you know.
Could be a model.
Okay. All right. So what does she wear around your, like, when she came over, what was she wearing?
Well, nothing special. It
Well, like,
wasn't-
what does she like to dress in? Like, does she dress kind of sexy?
Well, yeah, like, short shorts, tank tops.
Her ass hanging out of those shorts?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. See, he got confused because she was so hot. You didn't knock her up, did you?
Oh, that would be
I don't
good.
know.
Did you wear rubber?
No.
You don't
No,
wear
yeah.
rubbers in the family.
She was your sister. Would you wear rubber with your sister? That's a good question. Let's open that up for a discussion this morning.
Why? Why bother?
Why bother?
Why bother at that point?
Yeah, because if the kid comes out, it's going to look like Alien.
Don't you want to know?
Although I was talking to someone who knows a father who married his daughter. Like, they didn't marry her, but, like, had 2 kids with her. And she said they were the best-looking kids that she ever saw. And normal, too.
It's a crapshoot. It's
Yeah.
a genetic crapshoot,
Yeah.
but you're shooting in a small pool.
That's right.
all.
Thank you. Thank you. Woman knows genetics. She might not know how to treat interns, but she certainly knows genetics.
Hey, I gave up on that.
Right.
Fred's still doing it.
I am.
Anyway, so you...
So,
anyway, yeah. So your sister's over. What was she doing over? Just visiting?
well, no, she lives in Florida, and I live in a different state. I don't want to give out my state.
Okay, go ahead.
And one of our
Yeah, they might throw you out.
old friends died, so she was staying with me so she can go to the funeral. Mm-hmm. And her husband was back home because he was doing business.
Right.
And we were around the
And
house.
where was your wife?
She was here.
Oh, your wife was here. Okay.
Yeah, but she was at work during the day.
Right.
This happened during the weekday.
Right.
And
When a broad is grieving, it's easy pickings.
well, it just didn't happen that way. It was
All
like,
right. So she's hanging around the house, and your wife is out of the house, I assume.
yeah, this is
All right.
so
What time of day is this?
1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Now, were you drinking that early?
No one was drinking.
Were you smoking?
No, I don't smoke.
Deludes?
No,
Acid?
no,
Hashish?
no illegal substances.
White crosses?
I don't know what that is.
You haven't lived.
Prescription drugs?
No prescription.
Bad. All these drugs are bad. Really, seriously. I've done them all, and they're all bad.
What are white crosses?
Speed.
So she was really upset. And,
Now, when you were growing up, did you ever feel her up and stuff, or do stuff to her?
well, like normal kids do, touch.
Really? Normal
Wait a
kids?
minute, you don't touch your
Dude,
sister?
my sister's 4 years old. 4 years older than me. I never touched her.
What in the
But go
heck
ahead.
is going on?
Hey, I don't know. Something happened here. All right, I'm trying to help this guy.
But
Are you from West Virginia?
No.
All right, go ahead.
I mean, come on.
I'm in a big city.
As
All
a
right.
teenager, did you, like, kiss your sister, tongue kiss her?
No, but like, touch. I don't want to say
You
it.
would stroke her buttocks?
No.
Like you would?
Use your fingers.
Oh,
Really?
my God.
On your sister?
Yeah.
How do you do that?
Well, you just.
Well,
take
your
your
daddy
finger.
did it to you.
Oh,
What do you mean, how do you do that? What do you think? You
Excuse
know,
me,
use
that
your
was-
imagination.
That was sick. I want to know how sick this guy.
He's not sick. He's got a problem. We're going to help him. Now, where were you? Sir, you're in the... So, in other words, even as a young kid, you had sort of manipulations with your sister, have you not?
Yeah, but young,
Very young.
You didn't really know.
And then it never happened again.
No.
Right.
What does he mean young? 6?
No, like 10.
Right. And she was 14, so she was actually the instigator, wasn't she?
Well, maybe.
Yeah. Because at 10, you're not that into that.
No, not really.
A 14-year-old is more aware.
Huh.
He was seduced. So go ahead. So you're at the house, and your sister's walking around in short shorts. Is she wearing panties under there?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
So,
Does she wear, like, thongs?
she was crying, so I went,
Crying?
to console her.
Right.
Because, this was the day of the funeral.
Mm-hmm.
And, I don't know, it just started kissing.
What's that noise over there?
My daughter's in my room.
Oh, God.
You getting it on with her, or?
No, she just woke up and she won't leave me alone.
All right. Tell her we're trying to talk about how you had sex with your sister.
Your auntie.
Your
Uncle
aunt.
Howard and Aunt Robin.
Aunt Robin.
Don't call me aunt.
So, Aunt Whore. So anyway, so you're trying to console her and stuff, right? And while you're consoling her, she looks pretty good, right?
Yeah, she,
Yeah.
always looked good.
Yeah.
And I just started kissing.
And nobody hesitated? I mean, did you stop for a second and say, wait a minute, this is my sister?
It's too far into it.
No.
Wait a minute, let's get the story first, then you'll ask questions.
You just made it sound like a regular transition.
Well,
She
was crying. He probably kissed her on the cheek to make her feel better. She moved her head and got onto his lips and then went for it.
Why are you saying she?
It sounds like she's the instigator. She's older. Because when you was 10, you weren't thinking about sex, right?
Not
Your
really.
sister was, and you probably didn't even have hair yet, right?
No.
Right. There you go.
I'm talking about now.
Probably doesn't have hair yet either now. All right, so anyway, so you start making out, right? Now,
Right.
do you pull back and go, hey, wait, this is wrong, or you just keep going?
No, I kind of, for a split second, just thought about it. But,
Yeah.
But she didn't seem to be thinking.
I was immediately aroused.
Oh.
Really? Well, there you go.
You could
there
never
it
do
is.
that for your sister, right?
I'm not into my sister that way.
I mean, no matter what.
We've made out a few times,
Oh,
but
stop.
we've never gone any further.
Stop.
No. I mean, no, of
You
course
could
I couldn't.
hold your sister from now on and never get her.
Yeah, but my sister doesn't look like a model. I don't know. This
Yeah,
guy
That's
must-
not the
Father.
point.
What if my sister looked like Cindy Crawford?
If she was the last woman on Earth, you wouldn't.
Last woman on Earth? And you mean that's it? The end of the human race?
That's it.
Sister or Rosie O'Donnell?
Sister.
Take my sister.
Here we go.
All right, so go ahead. You, Rosie O'Donnell, man, isn't even an option. Yeah, take my brother.
Yeah, it's Rosie O'Donnell and your brother.
Yeah.
You're sleeping with your brother.
Any girl whose head weighs more than my entire body, I can't sleep with. All right. Anyway, so like you start kissing, and then what happens? You start making out, and like all of a sudden, do her clothes come off?
No,
or
I start, grabbing her.
you started grabbing at her. You don't want to
Yeah.
get too explicit.
No.
Because there are people who can't handle explicit conversation.
I know.
Most of them are very religious, and Fred can't handle it. All right, so, Eric. And then and you're kissing and stuff.
Right.
And then like what happens? Like she takes your clothes off?
Well, I'm grabbing her, so, she knows what that means, and she didn't stop. So then I started taking her clothes off.
Yeah. Hey, wait a second. There's a guy on the phone wants to date your sister.
We all do.
Ryan, you on the air? Ryan. Hello? He's gone.
What was that all about?
I don't know. You still there? Dude, you there?
Hello?
Yeah. I don't know.
Hello?
Yeah.
Okay. What was that?
Some guy called in. He wanted to date your sister. He says if she'll screw her brother, she'll screw anyone.
Anybody.
She's pretty easy.
So you went all the way?
You did
Yeah, all the
everything
way.
together?
Everything.
How many times?
twice.
Like, even after the first time, you didn't say, man, this is wrong?
Well, it was already done.
And then you figured, well, let's go a second time?
Yeah.
And then what did you say?
Nothing.
Were you repulsed?
Afterwards.
And then the second time, usually, you figure, like, you'd be done. And
Yeah, I know what you mean, but
yeah.
it happened pretty soon.
And who died to drive your sister to this
Yeah,
funk?
you must have been
It
an
was
awfully good friend.
just someone we grew up with.
I see.
It was just a friend. But this was, about 6 weeks ago, and she hasn't had that thing yet. You know what I mean?
Uh-oh. He's really saying she could be pregnant.
Yeah.
Oh, man. How long ago did you have the sex?
6
About
weeks.
6 weeks ago.
Oh, man. Hey, can we put the baby in the circus? We would like... Do you think it'll be three-headed?
Yeah, whatever you do, don't abort.
The reason there's no more circus freaks, everybody gets abortions. If it's a three-headed baby, we want to bring it on tour. Put it in a
No
jar.
matter what kind of baby it is.
Yeah, any kind of baby.
So I don't know what to do if she is.
Well, obviously,
Keep your mouth shut,
get an
number
abortion.
one.
Yeah, I know, but
I mean, she would get an abortion, wouldn't she? She's not stupid.
she doesn't. That's the thing. She doesn't.
She doesn't believe in abortion.
Oh, come on.
She doesn't believe. She believes in sleeping with her brother,
Yeah.
not abortion.
I don't buy that, man. You can convince her to do that. I don't know what to tell you to
She's
do.
a strict Catholic.
And like when you did it to her, did you do it to her like in the living room or in the bedroom?
No, in the bedroom.
In the bedroom?
Yeah.
In your wife's bed?
And she was running around naked in there? And she must
Well,
look
you
good.
weren't running around.
Does she look better than your wife?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Your wife's kind of a slob, huh?
No, not
Not
at
that
all.
hot.
Just doesn't compare to my sister.
Yeah. Well,
Oh, jeez.
I don't know what to tell you to do. I would have told you not to make love to your sister, but
Well, it's too late now.
yeah.
Come on. If they have that baby.
Has your father ever scored with your wife?
Not that I know of.
You got any brothers?
2 of them.
Now, do you think your sister's made it with those guys?
No,
No.
they're
She's
younger
working
than
her
me.
way through the family.
Yeah. Family reunion must be Vegas. An orgy.
Well, me and my sister have different fathers.
Right. Where's your sister now? I want to talk to her. Can you
In
come in?
Florida.
With her? Oh, she's in Florida.
Yeah.
Would you guys come in? I mean, I won't put you on E or anything, so you won't be seen.
I can come in, but I don't think she would.
Yeah.
Put bags over her head.
You got to bring her though, man.
Yeah.
Can we at least call? Can you come in and then we could call her?
Caller? That's possible, yeah.
All right, that'd be cool.
Have you talked to her since then?
Of course. I mean, but
And-
nothing was discussed about that.
Right. Except the
Yeah.
fact that she hasn't gotten her period.
It was just, it was just like,
Did you tell your wife?
no,
Want me to tell her?
no.
Come on, man. Let me put her on the phone. I want to see her reaction.
Guess what your husband did?
Guess what your man did?
We've got a kinky secret.
He cheated, but it's not like he really cheated outside the family.
Yeah, I mean, if that's your relative, how can that be considered cheating?
Right. I hear you.
She already knows you love your sister.
Right,
Well, you just said that you have different fathers
right,
than your sister.
right.
Yeah. So it's a
Oh,
half
we
sister.
thought, yeah.
Yeah, but
Oh.
still same mother.
Yeah.
Now, did you grow up in the same house?
Oh, yeah. She was born before I
And your sister was so horny that she used to come up to you when you were 14, and when she was 14 years old, and like come into your bed and like have you do stuff to her.
You know how girls, they want to practice kissing and stuff like that.
No, I don't.
No, you practice with somebody else, not a
Yeah.
member of the family.
You practice with another girl.
Well,
That's wrong.
Hey, dude, you got to come in here, all right?
Okay.
And get your sister on the phone.
What, are you so good looking your sister can't keep her hands off you?
I guess so.
You must be really hot. All right, hold on. Gary will line you up, all right?
right.
Man.
All right, hold on. Guy's pretty disturbed, but I can't help him over the phone. I got to see him. I got to see what I'm dealing with. All right, let's take a break, and we'll be back right after these words. Want to talk to a guy who slept with his daughter?
Oh, stop it.
Bill?
Yes,
You there?
I'm here.
What happened? When did you sleep with your daughter?
It happened about 5 years ago.
Hey, it's Incest Wednesday.
How old was she?
She was about 20.
Oh, God.
So you never, had you done stuff to her when she was young?
No, I didn't. She wasn't around me when she grew up. I hadn't seen her since she was very small.
What do you mean, like your wife divorced you and,
Yeah.
and ran off with your kid?
Yeah, well, it didn't run off. I moved away, and then there were circumstances that kind of brought us back together after about 18 or so years.
So it's your real daughter, right?
Absolutely.
Wow. And what happened? Like, you hadn't seen her for 18 years, and she walked in the house, and you were attracted to her?
No, there were just circumstances that, I don't want to get into all that, but there were
Right.
circumstances that brought us back together. I made contact with her. She came to visit me.
And was she hot looking, or was she a big slob?
No, very nice looking.
Really?
Very nice looking. We had a 2-year affair, as it turned out.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, let me, you know, now, before you start casting.
Wait a minute. No. Because remember, we had a guy this happened to. A guy who fell in love with his mother.
Right.
After they were reunited.
Yeah. I swear to God, it was a real deal, too. You're not lying, right?
No.
This guy was sleeping with his moms. And they were getting on a long time, and now he's all screwed up from it.
I know.
So, okay, so are you a pretty good-looking guy?
Decent.
Do you get lots
How old are you?
In my 40s.
So your daughter shows up, and like, what does she look like? Is she hot?
Yeah, she's pretty hot.
Like how tall is she?
She's like 5'6", 5'7".
Yeah. How much do you figure she weighs?
Oh, she's very slender. She's like 105.
And what cup size?
Well, you do know.
Well, I'm just trying to get.
He does know. I'm just
What is
saying.
it?
He does know.
She's very small. There's nothing.
A or a
there,
B?
but I have no idea. I just know it's very small. I mean,
It's your daughter. You should know her cup size.
Yeah, you're going to have to buy her bras when she goes to
you know
school.
what? I just wanted to quickly tell you the story. I didn't want to get into any more than that. So.
Well, I just want to get into the details a little bit.
Well,
how does it come about that you make love to your daughter? Like when she showed up at the door, was she like wearing like a hot pants?
You know what? I just wanted to quickly tell you the story since the guy called in about the other one. Okay.
All right, so tell me the story.
Well, wait a minute. Just let me ask
You didn't tell me
this.
anything. You just said you made love to your daughter.
Well, you know, I don't want to get into it any more than
Wait,
that.
let me ask you a couple questions. Any question you're not comfortable with, don't answer.
Well, let
right?
me ask this. Did she come to you looking for, fatherly comfort?
No.
Okay.
No way. So, like, she shows up. She just wanted to, like, for whatever reason,
You know
she
what?
shows up.
I am uncomfortable with it. I wanted to tell you that.
Dude, I'm not asking you anything heavy. I'm just asking you circumstances. Not too many guys have made love to their daughter. We want to just know about it.
Well, I just wanted to quickly tell you the story.
I'm not doing a Geraldo on you and giving you a whole moral lecture. I mean,
No, I
it's
know.
too late for that.
I know.
I'm just trying to get the story. That's all. Let me take it with me a second here, please.
Nah, I can't.
What do you mean you can't?
Oh, wow. All of a sudden, it occurred to him that this
That it was wrong. I was waiting for it to dawn on him. Guy screws his daughter and
Jeez.
it won't give us any details. The story interrupted
It
us.
was like a one-upsmanship for a moment. He only slept with his sister. I slept with my daughter.
Yeah, excuse me. I just want to go on record here. This guy slept with his sister. As a Howard Stern fan, I want to tell you, I slept with my daughter. Well, why are you calling in with that if you don't want to tell us the story? Because I want to.
I just wanted to tell you that quickly.
I had to get that off my chest.
How do you tell that quickly?
Yeah. I mean, give me some details. Like all of a sudden, what are you making out with your daughter after 2 dates, or do you?
Yeah, and then it goes into a 2-year affair. I want to hear stuff.
See, that guy's banned from listening to the show. That's not fair. You don't call up with that and then say I can't talk
You
about
left
it.
Sounded
us
like-
with a ton of
It
questions.
sounded like he heard the other guy called in, and in the middle of the phone call, he realized, what if somebody recognizes my voice?
Yeah, or something. I don't know.
Something went wrong.
Weird. All right. Anyway, welcome, Memphis, WMFS 92.9. And we'll take a break, and we'll be back right after these words. There's tons of people calling.
Everybody slept with everybody.
Yeah, like this is a guy who had sex with his brother.
Oh,
You know what I mean? And it's just like I want to move on.
come on, a guy who slept with his brother?
Joe, you on the air? Hello? Something's wrong with the phone. Hold on. Hello, Joe?
Yeah.
Did you really have sex with your brother?
Yeah, I did.
Say, I swear to God.
Yeah, I swear to God.
Really?
It was a couple years ago.
Are you gay?
No, I'm straight.
Of course not.
I have a girlfriend.
It doesn't count.
He's got a girlfriend.
Yeah.
It doesn't count.
That's not gay.
Oh,
No, not at
man.
all.
It's incestuous, but it's not gay.
Well, it kind of like happened. I was young. I was 15. He's 70. He was 17. It was kind of like one of them things. He wanted me to.
He wanted you to do something to him.
Yeah.
With your mouth?
Well, that.
Oh,
You
man.
guys went further?
Homo.
Yeah. Yeah. We started with that. And then it went on to more.
It felt that good.
It lasted a while. I was the giver.
Oh, that's not that bad, then.
You think his brother's gay?
Yeah.
I wasn't going to take that.
Your brother's
No
probably
way.
gay.
He
Your
wasn't doing that to me.
your brother's probably gay.
Well, he's like engaged to be married in like 3 months, And it's kind of weird because now,
This
like,
is ridiculous. You guys are homos.
Party.
Yeah, I mean, at the bachelor party. You guys are such homos.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty bad. But I mean, like, it's kind of weird because now every time I see him,
You're the fag general of the United States of America. Are you kidding me? You guys are gay, and there's nothing wrong with that, by the way. I got nothing against gay people.
oh, I know,
you
no,
just
I know,
ought to
you're
own up
totally
to
liberal.
it.
I don't either, but like,
Dude,
you know,
there's no way you have anal sex, oral sex with a man, and you're not gay.
yeah, I know.
And
You gotta
enjoy
be.
it.
And you forget that it's your brother.
Yeah.
That's even more perverted.
I kind of enjoyed it too.
That is the most gay.
You know, it was kind of weird, but I kind of enjoyed it. It wasn't all that bad.
Really?
Yeah.
It's
You're
pretty good.
gay.
Well, yeah.
You think it'd be with another guy?
Nah, every once in a while, but I got a girlfriend, and it's kind of weird.
You
know?
might want to break the news to her that.
What's his name?
What do you say at night, honey? Could you lower your voice?
No, a lot of guys can't face it, so they get the girlfriend and stuff, and they even get married. But like,
Well, that's what the brother's doing. I know in a couple of years, after
Yeah.
they've had kids and everything, he's going to say, you know, I can't lie anymore.
Yeah,
and then he'll be
true.
dressing like a woman, and his kids will be all embarrassed.
No, wait, we're not dressing like women.
Yeah. Oh, that's out of the question.
that's
Oh,
clear.
Yeah.
That'd be out of the question. You
Yeah.
know?
No way you do that.
Yeah, it was.
So how many times did you have sex with your brother?
It went on for a while. It went on
See?
for about 6 months.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
You know.
What,
but,
did you two share a room?
Yeah. Well, you know, we lived in a small house.
You know, I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear anymore.
You sure?
Yeah, you know, this is not turning me on.
Well, I mean, it's kind of messed up.
One thing, the guy got sex with his sister, but this is
Come
not.
on,
This
I
is
wanna hear
not.
about this.
Where were your parents during all this?
They were like in the next room right next door, you know.
Yeah, with the dog.
I took a pillow over his face a couple of times.
Oh man.
Yeah, it wasn't all that good.
And you, okay. Listen, I gotta go. I
it's
don't.
too much,
Yeah,
isn't it?
it's too much.
Oh,
I know,
that's
I
too
understand.
sick.
And yeah, it's too weird. Goodbye.
All right.
Oh man.
Now that's the limit.
Yeah, it sure is. Little sick bastard.
Oh, no, I got a girlfriend.
Okay.
Okay. You're on the air.
Hi, Howard.
Hi, honey.
How are you?
Did you really have sex with your niece?
Yeah, I did.
And
No
you're
kidding.
proud of it.
Yeah, it's about 3 years ago.
Are you good looking?
Yeah.
When you say you're good looking, be honest with me. I mean, have you looked in the mirror?
Well, let me tell you some of the adjectives that have been used to describe me.
Go ahead.
Voluptuous,
No.
voluptuous, sensuous,
That means you're. That means you're.
sexy.
Voluptuous usually means you're fat.
No, it means you got nice big breasts.
How old are you?
I'm 39.
And how much you weigh? Be honest.
125.
Really?
Yeah.
How tall are you?
5'6".
You see, that's pretty good. You know, my wife is 5.
I don't know that she wants you announcing her.
I'm not going to announce.
height
I'm not going to
and
announce.
weight.
I'm not going to announce her weight. But she's 5'6", and she went to like a nutritionist, and she's lost a lot of weight. But the nutritionist told her she should stop now, that she's at the right weight. And I went, you know what? You fire that nutritionist. I said, you are not at the right weight. You could lose another couple.
Oh, you.
Listen,
Yeah.
I need perfection.
Well, then get it for yourself.
I can't. I can do it for my wife, but not for me. I've achieved perfection professionally. She has to achieve perfection physically.
Oh, right, sure.
All right.
He's achieved perfection professionally as well.
Anyway, so go ahead. So,
Perfect wife.
and who do you look like that's famous?
I've never been compared
Jacqueline-
to anybody famous.
Jacqueline Smith?
No. No. Well, I'll tell you, I'll describe myself. I'm about 5'6". I'm tall. I'm tan. And got long
Young,
brown
lovely.
hair.
Mm-hmm.
And, I think I'm pretty. Yeah.
And do you have big cups?
Yes.
What size cups?
D.
B?
D.
Oh, D.
D.
D cups, and you weigh 125. Mm-hmm. And you carried around on the beach in thongs and stuff?
No, not in thongs. But bikinis, yes.
Really, bikinis?
Uh-huh.
And there's no belly fat?
No.
You married?
No.
How come?
Divorced.
So you must be a royal pain in the ass.
No, actually, I started having an affair with a younger man.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you're that hot. And what do you like to dress in? Do you ever wear panties, or you go sans panties?
I like sans panties, but I like to dress up in little outfits and things.
Really?
Yeah.
High heels?
Oh, yeah.
Do you expose your feet?
My toes.
I think I got a foot fetish.
You have had for a long
Yeah.
time.
I dig high heel shoes and stuff.
He's looking at naked women the other day, and he goes, oh, these shoes. I said, just get away from me.
Let me smell your feet, Robin. So, Yeah, and your niece is hot?
Yeah, really hot.
And who is this? Your
My brother's daughter.
Your brother's daughter. And how did you hook up with her? How tall is she?
Well, she's my height, 5'6".
Yeah.
And
She got D's?
C's, actually.
C's.
Yeah. And we just always hung out together. And like about 3 years ago, we hung out like
People mistake you for
nightly.
sisters and stuff?
Absolutely.
Right.
How old is
Absolutely.
she?
All the time. She's 10 years younger than me.
So she was like 20-something.
She was 26 and I was 36
Right.
when it happened.
And when you had this sex with her, did your brother videotape it?
No, he knows nothing about it.
All right. So anyway, so she used to come over and hang out with you and
Yeah.
stuff. And did you ever have lesbianism before?
No. Mm-mm.
And did she?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Right.
Had you thought about it before?
Had I thought about it? Oh, yeah. It was the object of many of my fantasies.
You probably do to me. And so, so you were like hanging out with her and you used to say, she's really good looking.
Yeah. As a matter
And
of
would she
fact,
hang around-
I turned her on to your show and I turned her on to you.
And would she hang around with you in like sexy little outfits and stuff?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You
we
two
always
went
did that.
clubbing together and all that?
Well, as a matter of fact, one time we went clubbing. We both dressed up in bridesmaids' outfits that we had worn in different weddings.
So you're
And we
two
were-
mental patients
Yeah,
as well.
we had a wild time. It was great.
And
It was
you
great.
and you saw her naked many times when she would come over and change and stuff.
Sure, and get in the pool.
And she
yeah.
was real tight.
Yeah.
And you would like go,
Oh, yeah.
I wish I could make it with my niece. But then would you say in the back of your mind, by God, it's my brother's.
Yeah, I was like real taboo, and I thought, oh, perish the thought for a minute. But
No, I mean, yeah, okay. So, well, how does it come about that you make love to your niece?
well, we were out one night partying.
I'm getting aroused. Anybody
Okay.
else? All right, go ahead.
Well, we came to my house.
And what were you
which was
wearing that
always
night?
Our won't.
What were you wearing that night?
Well, I was wearing like a black leather mini skirt, as I recall, and kind of like a ribbed blouse that was cut off at the belly.
You are such a pig.
Thank
It's so
you.
great. You're
Thank
such
you,
white
Howard.
trash. You're
That's
such white trash.
That
I love
is
it.
such a compliment.
Little
coming
leather
from you.
mini skirt. I
That's
love
a
that.
compliment coming from you.
I mean it as a compliment.
No, you do.
You're a little slut pig. This is beautiful. You're a slutty little skank.
Yeah,
Well,
if you
your
only
sweet
knew.
nothings or something else.
Hey, all I know is when I called her a slutty skank, I just got totally aroused.
And so did I.
Right. So, what are you wearing now? You naked?
You were made
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I have a nightshirt on with absolutely nothing underneath.
Really?
Yeah.
So your D's are free. Mm-hmm. Free to be you and
Free
me.
in the breeze.
Right. Just so you're hanging out with your niece, and you're wearing a black leather miniskirt.
Right.
No panties.
No, I was not wearing panties.
So how'd you
as a
keep the
matter
flies off you?
of fact. Thank you.
All right. So
Not
then,
that
and what
bad.
about how'd you keep the dandruff off your shoes? So then you.
Howard, I'm going to hang up. This is a
Oh,
real
come on,
sexy
baby.
story.
All right, don't worry. I'm getting
This
aroused.
is a really sexy story.
You can inject some humor into it.
And it's Incest Wednesday. I thought you'd like it.
Yeah. So.
We didn't know it when we woke up.
By the way, for all our new fans in Memphis, they must love incest because in Elvis was the king of incest, wasn't he?
I
I don't know that he slept with his mother.
He didn't?
No, he loved her.
Didn't he used to stroke the fat on the back of his mom's neck?
That you call sex?
Yeah. That's wrong. Any lump on your mama, you shouldn't be rubbing. All right, so go ahead. So you're in your leather miniskirt,
Yeah.
and you're wearing like a little rib top
Yes.
with no bra.
No bra.
And what, were you going out to a club that night or something?
Well, we had gone to various clubs
Okay.
in Baltimore, yeah.
And what was your niece wearing?
She was in like a tight pair of slacks, like a
Chinos?
There's kind of like a bright color that you wear when you exercise, that kind
Yeah,
of
like
thing.
like a lycra.
Yeah,
Spandex.
Yeah, spandex, and she just looked really, really good in them.
Sounds sexier. All right, go ahead. You are.
Apparently, the two of you do belong to each other.
I want to marry you.
Oh, Howard!
If you're half as hot as you say you are.
Yes.
You sweet little pig.
Did you take this
Check
slut pig
him out.
for your lawfully wedded wife?
Marry us now, Robin. You're a minister.
Do you take this
I would love to have you
poor
around the
slut
house.
pig?
Is your niece a little slob too?
Oh yeah.
Good. All right. So anyway, you.
And do you vow to be a slob for the rest of your
Yow!
life?
Yeah, don't change when I marry you. All right. So you say that your niece comes over and she's wearing like tight little stretch pants.
Right.
And with like high heels, no socks.
No, she didn't have high heels on. She had like kind of like these old-fashioned wedgie shoes.
Oh, I love those.
Yeah.
Those are the kind I like. And then like, what kind of top was she wearing?
She had like a very loose-fitting, almost like it looked like pajamas, but it was like a silky kind of thing that matched the lycra pants.
No bra?
No.
And no panties, obviously.
No, apparently not.
So, so the two of you were at the house, and you'd been out clubbing. You'd been drinking a little?
She had been, yeah.
Right.
I haven't drank for a long time.
And were you thinking the whole night, I'd like to get my hands on her?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
I mean, she really looked good, and I kept, like, having these back-and-forth thoughts of, oh, should I, shouldn't I come on to her? You know, it was just kind of weird, and I was having this little fantasy.
And
Had she ever talked to you about wanting to be with a woman?
No, never.
Right, so go ahead. So you're thinking, and then, like, what happens? You're sitting on the couch, and she's looking really good.
Well, we're sitting on the floor, and as a matter of fact, a guy that she knew that had been hot for her was with us.
Yeah.
And he had come in, and he wanted to play Truth or Dare. So I thought, well, this is a great opportunity.
Go ahead.
So
whatever that stupid game is.
Well, he dared us to French kiss, a big sloppy wet French kiss, is how he put it.
Interesting.
And
leave it to a guy to get things going.
Oh, absolutely.
Let's
so
play.
I thought, well, great. Then this is
Me,
the
Jackie, and Fred.
court.
I dare Jackie and Fred to French kiss. Go ahead.
In the mix.
It's always funny, like you're playing this game and suddenly, I dare you to French kiss, and you got to do it. Yeah, go ahead. So
I just leaned over the coffee table, and she leaned toward me. And
did you start giggling and stuff?
No, not at all.
Right.
We just looked at each other deep in the eyes, and we made it like a little act, a little play for him. And we just really planted a deep one on each other's lips.
And were you getting really sexually excited?
And I was really, really digging it. I really found myself getting kind of
excited.
Excited, yeah.
Right. Okay. So then, after you kiss, what happens?
My wheels were turning as to how to get rid of him.
Right. Yeah. Who needs a smelly guy there?
I knew he would ruin it.
Now, did your niece say anything afterwards, or you just kind of looked at each other?
She just kind of smiled, and she's got a very pretty face and that pretty smile, and it was just really neat.
Yeah. So how you get rid of the guy?
Well, we just started she started going into the kitchen and fussing around, and I was acting like, well, I got to go to bed, I got to get up early tomorrow, and you're just going to crash here and that kind of thing.
Right.
And he got the hint, and he split, and we both kissed him goodbye.
Go ahead.
And,
when you say kiss him goodbye, you made out with him a little?
Yeah, I gave him a big French kiss, and then she did.
Right.
And
Are you actually French? I mean, the way you kiss is.
No, but I've been there, and I hate those people.
And your niece, she has like the nicest face you ever came across? No, I mean, did she have the nicest face that you've ever seen?
I don't know. She never told me.
All right. Okay. Go ahead. So, all right.
He left. We got him out of here, and we just kind of I went upstairs first, and I acted like I was going to the bathroom or whatever, but I was in the bedroom fussing around.
Nothing wrong with that.
So she says, she calls up the steps, what are you doing up there? And I said, well, come on up. And she stands in the doorway of the bedroom, and I'm like fussing around with the pillows and making the bed.
And she's all dressed, still in her clothes.
She's still in her clothes.
And what are you wearing at this point?
And I am still in my little leather skirt, but I pulled the zipper down because leather gets, very hot and frictiony. Yeah.
Right, and probably, okay, go ahead.
So I had undid that, and I was ready to drop it as I was making the bed, and I said, do you need some pajamas? And she said, no, I don't need anything, and she took her blouse off.
Ooh.
And I just stood there kind of dumbfounded and bewildered because here I had wanted this to happen, and it was happening, and all of a sudden I didn't know what to do.
See, there is a God, I guess. Things come true.
Yes, there is.
Some people dream of money. Some people dream of success. You dreamt of her blouse coming off, and there it happened. Did you say thank you, God?
No, I wasn't quite feeling spiritual then.
All right, so her blouse came off, and then what did you do? You walked over and started kissing her?
We just came toward each other in the bedroom and met at the foot of the bed. And in the foot of the bed, there's a giant mirror, on my dresser. And we started, undressing each other.
Whoa.
And she's watching me in the mirror, and I'm watching her.
Whoa.
And, man, we are both getting completely turned on.
You and your niece.
It's the hottest I've ever been, Howard, and I've been with a couple guys.
So you're definitely lesbo.
And this is, it blew me away.
And how long did the session last?
At least 2 hours.
And you did it all, huh?
Oh, we did everything.
And have you done this?
She did things to you, too?
Oh, yeah. I was very surprised and very turned on.
And did you, What was that, a cat sound effect? Oh, very nice. Did it happen again?
Coming from the phone?
Yeah, I thought it was a real cat. Did it happen again?
Never.
Never. Now, I don't understand
We
that.
never even talked about it. I don't either, Howard, but I'm too embarrassed to bring it up.
Right. You don't want to bring it up to her. She doesn't want to bring it up to you, but you
'cause
see
I don't
each
want
other,
to make her
right?
feel uncomfortable. Yeah, I mean, we're a family. We're really tight.
I mean, do you still hang out together?
What's that?
Do you still hang out together?
Not lately.
Is she
Not
married?
for the last year because I'm like my life is going in a different direction than hers. She uses and drinks, and I don't.
Is she married?
No.
And so maybe you weren't that good at it, so she
No,
didn't
I
dig
think
it.
I was real good at it. In fact, I'm real proud of my performance.
Maybe we should call her and find out. Let me take a
Try to
commercial.
reunite
No.
you two.
I tell you what, let's take a commercial break.
No,
you
I
get her
don't-
on the phone.
No, I can't.
I'll get Gary.
Howard, can I be truthful with you?
Yeah.
I can't. She's in jail.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's what happens when you make love to your aunt. Oh, wow.
No, it's not. I think she was a little corrupted.
But you guys, have never talked about it or anything.
No, and we were, we hung out for another year or two after that.
And what's she in jail for?
Nothing, drugs.
Oh,
But this is the perfect time to go talk to her.
yeah, she has nothing better to do.
No.
And she can't get away.
Right.
Yeah, but I can't get a hold of her. I mean, she's not like.
And you think about her all the time. You're horny for her, aren't you?
I think about her a lot.
Yeah.
Have you ever been with another woman since then?
Since then, no.
See, she's done.
Just in fantasy.
Wow, just guys, huh?
Yeah. And as a matter of fact, I haven't had sex with a guy for almost 2 years now.
Come down here, I'll do you.
Up there.
Whatever.
I might.
I don't know where you are.
You won't, Howard. You're faithful to your wife.
You don't know that. That's just the thing I do on the
well,
air.
I've heard
I'm like
about
Kathy
you.
Lee. She probably
I know
goes
some-
home
I
and...
know somebody who knows you,
Oh, really?
but I won't say anything.
Yeah, who do you know that knows me?
No.
Who do you know that knows me?
No.
How would they know if I'm faithful?
No, I don't know. Maybe they don't. Maybe they're just dreaming.
Who do you know that I know?
Mm-hmm.
Tell me.
Well, it's another radio personality.
Who?
I'm not saying.
Come on, tell us.
No. Let's just say he walks softly and carries a big gun.
He does? Walks softly, he carries a big gun.
Is that supposed to be a clue?
A radio guy who carries a gun? I don't know who that is. How would I know who that is?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know any radio guys.
Another clue.
It's probably some guy who goes around saying he knows me.
Yeah, and we don't know him at all.
Give me another clue.
Probably. Geez. I don't know.
So lame.
What can I say? I called you to talk about lesbianism with my niece.
If I do cheat, it's not going to be with a 39-year-old.
Oh, yeah, but you don't know how hot I am.
Send me a picture. Why don't you come down here? Let me take a look at you.
Oh, yeah, I might do that. I want to go to New York anyway.
Gordon Liddy?
No.
Is that who?
No.
I don't think he can carry a gun. I don't think I think he was in jail or something. All right. So you going to come down here and let me look you over?
Yeah, I'm going to come to New York, sure.
All right. Hold on. I'll have Gary arrange.
All right.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. Hot little pig, I bet. Huh, Robin?
Well, you got one part right.
Yeah.
Wow. All kind of action going on out there, and the whole world's passing me by.
Weird action. Family action.
Yeah, I don't. By the way, I don't condone making love to your niece. Lesbianism's okay, but it's a weird day, isn't it?
Yeah.
I wonder what the people of Memphis think of me.
You know what I've been noticing about each one of these conversations?
They're getting progressively more bizarre.
No, but not only that, people have a weird idea of what they should and shouldn't say.
I know. They don't want to tell you which radio personality they know.
But they'll tell you they slept with their niece. Guy will tell you he slept with his daughter, but then he doesn't want to talk about the details.
Right.
It's a very weird group.
Yeah, we've got a strange group of listeners. Our new affiliate, WMFS 92.9.
Nice to be welcomed by Memphis.
And boy, they tuned in on a good day. It's Incest Wednesday, isn't it? Adding more every day. I got to take a break here. I'll be back right after these words.
Why don't you go to the guy with oral sex first? Because he's on the car phone and we're running up his bill.
Oh, okay. All right. No, you don't want to do that. This is the guy who had oral sex with his dad? Yeah. Okay.
Oh, man.
Dude.
Yo,
All right. So what happened, man? How do you get oral sex from your father?
I know my radio. About 4 years ago,
You're a grown man.
How old were you 4 years ago?
28.
All right.
First, let's clarify. It was my stepfather.
Oh, that's all right then. I didn't understand that.
Okay.
Was he still married to your mother?
Yes.
All right. You're probably in the car because you're still running from your stepfather. All right, so go ahead.
20.
Are you gay?
No.
All right. All right, go ahead. You think you're not anyway. Go ahead.
Well, stepdad definitely is.
I was out with a whole bunch of my friends, about 4 or 5 guys, and we decided to invite my stepfather out. So we all went out to a bar, and we were trying to, get laid or whatever the case may be. And came back, trashed.
Just you and your stepdad?
Everybody went home, right, but we were in the same house. So.
What was your stepdad wearing? Was he hot?
He had a B cup, Harry.
Yeah. So was he a good-looking guy?
I really don't know. He's actually hit on by a few girls, and we couldn't figure out why he didn't take, well, I guess because I was around, but...
Right.
So we all went home. I was completely blotto. I woke up and I found him giving me a hump.
Well, hold on. Wait a second. So you're completely blasted.
Completely blasted.
So you passed out. And then when you woke up, you found that...
Well, no. I didn't wake up in the morning. I woke up in the middle of the night.
All right, you wake up in the middle of the night, and your stepdad has your pants off.
Well, I had him off. I was asleep. I took him off.
So but
myself.
he had finished the act, and you somehow supposed that he did this.
No. I was asleep.
Right.
I didn't fall asleep in my pants.
Right. So he undressed you.
No. I undressed myself and fell asleep. And then I woke up like 3 hours later.
And then your stepdad was in the room.
My stepdad was in my lap.
He was in your lap working on you.
Exactly.
Okay. And
that's what woke you up.
That's what woke you up.
I assume so.
Yeah. That would wake me up. I only wish my wife would get into that. Can you send your stepdad over to my house? So then, so it must have been pretty good because you were getting into it. What would I do? It's irrelevant. So what did you
do, Robin?
Well, if the guy's in the middle of it, I'm not going to interrupt.
Oh, you're so polite.
I'm not going to be rude.
She would write a book.
Right. Which is what she did. So wait a second. What are you saying, man? So then, did you throw him out of the room?
Yeah.
Did you
What
tell
did
your
he
mom?
say? Did he start making excuses?
He was like, hey, I didn't realize it was you. I thought it was the cat. So what are you saying to me? So what happens next after you see him doing that? You puked, and then what does he do?
He just kind of
stopped.
Yeah, obviously.
And he ran out of the room?
Get it off his back, and then
Was he naked?
totally walked out of the room. No, he was not.
Did you tell your mom?
Yes, I did.
And did she divorce him?
No.
Whoa.
You're kidding.
What did she do?
I don't know.
They're still together?
What did your mom say to you when you told her what happened?
I don't know. It was just kind of blown over.
So to speak.
She must have heard that kind of thing before.
All right. Yeah, I guess maybe you'd done it to some other guys.
I guess.
Did you beat him up?
Actually, my real father put a gun in his mouth and pulled the trigger, but it wasn't loaded.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
What a family.
Got any brothers? Say that.
Way about it.
Yeah.
So that
wow.
All right, dude. Thanks.
All right.
Good story.
All right.
Pretty good. Pretty good day we're having here. Wow. You could do just a whole show on this.
Weird stuff.
All right, on our phone now is a guy who claims he slept with his aunt and uncle. And 2 weeks later, his uncle killed himself.
Oh, no.
Cool.
Cool.
Jeez.
And then in a couple of minutes, we're going to have a great moment on the show. What if Frank Gifford called in on the show?
How are we going to have that?
Stay tuned.
All right.
It's one of those, what would happen if Frank Gifford called in on the show? To yell at me.
Oh, why would he yell?
Hey, Richie, you there?
Hello?
You slept with your aunt and uncle?
Well, yeah, I slept with them about a few years back when I went to
And 2
college.
weeks later, your uncle killed himself?
It was about a month later.
All right. Do me a favor. Hold on, okay? Because I got to do commercials.
Sure.
All right. Then we'll talk to you on the,
Okay.
on this very interesting subject.
Okay.
Want to hear more, Robin?
Of course.
What's going on today?
I don't know, but you see, we always thought there were straight lines in a family. Now we understand they're all crisscrossed.
See? We're learning. Thank you, sir. Hold on.
It's a mess out there.
All right, Richie. I'll get you through your pain, all right?
Okay.
Are you all upset?
Obviously. Who wouldn't be?
Yeah, it's True Confession Wednesday.
You know what started it? Your father.
No, he did not.
Yeah.
I don't know how this started today.
He's patient zero. All right, we're going to take a break, and we'll be back right after these words. Here's the guy who slept with his aunt and his uncle, and then the uncle killed himself. You want to hear that one?
Sure. I want to know if he feels guilty.
Dude.
Hello?
So, how do you sleep? So is here we go. Is your aunt hot?
Oh, yeah. She's absolutely beautiful.
How old are you?
Still is. 26.
When did this happen?
2 years ago.
So how old is your aunt?
At that time, she was 38 or 39.
And she's really cute?
She's beautiful.
No
It
kidding.
was like a dream come true.
Wow. Now she's free to marry you.
Suppose she is.
All right, let me all right,
You
get
can't marry your aunt, can you?
Sure you can.
Is it by blood?
Is your aunt your real, like, is your aunt married into the family, or is it your...
Uncle.
My mom's sister.
It's your mom's sister.
So it is blood.
So is your mom hot?
Well, she's my mom.
Yeah, but is she a hot-looking woman?
She's a little overweight. Typical Italian mom.
But your aunt, for some reason, is really good-looking.
She's gorgeous.
And you always fantasized about her?
Yeah, pretty much growing up. I used to see her. She used to come over and visit. She lived out of state for a while. So she used to come over and visit for like a week at a time back in the summer
Yeah.
when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And she'd go in our pool. You know, sometimes at night I used to peek out through the blinds, see her going topless.
No kidding.
It was great.
And how tall is she?
Oh, yeah!
She's probably about 5'6".
How much does she weigh?
I suppose back then she weighed about 120. Real thin.
Big breasts?
Not really. Just
Just a tight body.
Yeah, just a very tight body. Nice hips. Not big, but just, it was a dream come true.
No kidding. And she looked like anyone famous? Like, did she look like Farrah Fawcett or something?
I don't remember the lady's name, but I know she's an actress. She played in Tom Hanks in Sleepless in Seattle.
Oh, Meg Ryan.
Yeah, but with longer blonde hair.
Yeah, she's cute. I like Meg Ryan. Listen.
What, you mean there should be an agreement on it?
Right, guys?
Sign us
You know
up.
what I mean? Not even go to a wrong place. Not even the right place.
I don't think that place is so wrong.
Right.
Reserved right.
So your aunt and stuff, you used to... So how do you end up sleeping with your aunt and your uncle?
Well, what happened
Was he good looking?
And why would your uncle kill himself? He had a hot wife.
I think they had other problems.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I guess
they were
so.
sleeping with their nephew.
Right.
So what is he? So what are you? Were you going over their house to visit him or something? Is
No, I was going to college, and I was pretty happy going to up in Montclair State. And I was moving in, and it was a week before classes started, and they were assisting me, along with my parents, in moving in, like getting the dorm room.
Right. It's pretty nice.
It was pretty nice of them, yeah. And then...
Was your aunt, like, dressed inappropriately as she was helping you move into your dorm?
No, I remember it was kind of, it was pretty much the beginning of the school year. Everybody was dressed in, like, jeans and T-shirts and stuff. It was kind of warm out.
Right.
And she came in during the evening, when my parents had left. I only lived like a half hour away.
Yeah, so she comes over without the uncle?
She came in, huh?
She comes over with the uncle.
Well, I didn't know he was there. She
Right.
came in, she knocked on the door, and I was still getting my room set up. I was actually in one of my one of the rooms next door, and I didn't hear anybody come in my room. And then when I walk in, she was sort of in the bathroom. And then when I finally started getting undressed, so she appeared.
She was in the bathroom, and then she walks out, and she's naked?
Well, no, she wasn't naked.
You just didn't know she was in the room.
I didn't know she was in the room.
So you were getting undressed.
Well, I was just taking off my shirt, just
Right.
sort of like just get ready to go to bed, and I heard the bathroom door close, and she just stepped out into the little. We only had like one room with a bathroom, so
Yeah.
she was almost like in the center of the room, and she said, "Hi, Richie," and I just sat back and said, "Hi." I said, "Where's Uncle Robert?" And she's like, "Well, he just decided to." Stay home, and I just thought I maybe left my purse up here.
Yeah.
And I was like, I didn't see it. I said, I've been around the place. And she said, well, sit down. Tell me, what you want to take in college and stuff.
No, she's going to help you out. Hey, now.
So she started to sit on the same side of the bed that I was on.
Right.
And before I know it, she kind of like said, listen, you're pretty uptight about it. You don't worry. She said, let me turn on the music. And she put on my stereo that I just finished setting up.
And you probably figured, hey, nothing's going on here. It's just she's being friendly.
I thought she was being, she was always nice to me.
Right.
She was always more than happy to help out.
Right, and then
you didn't know how much.
Yeah. She's really ready to help out. So, yeah, she sits on the bed, and then what happens?
She just said, listen, you're uptight about this.
Right.
Let me give you, do you mind if I give you a massage? I was like, no.
And
so,
then you go.
I had just like a tank top T-shirt on.
Right.
And she just like took the tank top straps off and slid them down my arms. And then before you know it, she started like rubbing my chest, and she started, sort of massaging my shoulders, and then before you know it,
yeah,
I started getting aroused.
Yeah.
And then she just said, "Can I see that?" And I was like,
she said, "Can I see that?"
Yeah.
I need to see that.
Let me see that.
No kidding. And what's your aunt wearing at this time? Just the jeans?
She was wearing a pair of shorts. I mean, it wasn't nothing out of the ordinary. It was just a regular
shorts?
No.
Right, regular shorts.
Just a regular pair of shorts and a shirt, like a T-shirt. And she was wearing a bra and everything. But eventually, after things moved along,
when she said she wanted to see you with your pants off, you took your pants off for her?
Yeah, well, no, I had a pair of gym shorts on. She just like
slid them down.
Yeah,
wow.
She slid them down, and she started grabbing me,
and she liked what she saw, and things progressed from there. And then she got naked for you.
Well, she slipped off her top, and then I got so turned on that I slipped off her pants.
Wow. That's your aunt. Oh, man.
Where's the line where you say, this is wrong?
So how'd your uncle end up getting into the sack with you?
Well, after like maybe...
Was he peering through the window or something?
Yeah, he must have been like into
watching.
watching.
For an opportune time?
No, then about, I guess it was, when you're fooling around like that, I mean, time passes kind of quick.
So in other words,
he came looking for her.
Don't you think that like maybe they had set this up, or you think that he got...
I think they set it up. There's no question about it.
Right, so he all of a sudden knocks on the door.
No, he didn't knock on the door. The next thing I know is I feel a hand on my ass.
Wow, it's your uncle? Wow.
And what do you do?
What?
Hey, there's a hand on my ass.
It ain't hers.
Wait a second.
Another
I got two, and my ass got two hands, and there's another hairy hand involved in this scenario.
Wait a minute. Maybe it's thing.
So like you were in the middle of like really doing her, right?
Well, she was no. I was laying flat on the bed.
All right, I can imagine what she was doing.
She was
doing something to you.
She was no. I don't think we're on the same wavelength. She was like moving herself up to my mouth.
Oh, she was kissing you.
No.
I see. Okay, I get it. All right, yeah. All right. Okay. Hey, listen, it's double entendre. I'm not so quick. I get it now.
She slid herself.
We understand.
We understand, dude. And then your uncle shows up.
Well,
so you were so busy and your eyes were covered at the time.
You couldn't see.
And all of a sudden your uncle is involved. And was he naked when you suddenly?
No. As far as I could tell, he started like putting his hand on my rear end, and then at first I didn't know what was going on, and then I saw it, but I figured I didn't want to lose my aunt.
Right. So you think your aunt was annoyed that he was there, or she was into it?
I think she was into it because she kept saying, Robert, go around me.
Wow.
And then before you know it...
So he didn't invade you, did he?
Well, no, he didn't invade me, but he scooped me.
Yeah, right. I was getting kind of into it with the aunt, but...
Stop. No, not you.
So then you and your uncle got it on, too?
Well, when my aunt finally finished her business on my face...
Right.
She sort of, like, got doggy style.
Well, all right. I don't know if we can go much further with this story.
Boy.
And then
All right. I get it.
You two.
Did you kiss your uncle?
Well, not on his mouth.
So you're gay too?
No, I'm not gay.
You might be bi.
I'm not bi. I'm definitely heterosexual.
I don't know.
Come on, you had fun that night.
You've been kissing my uncle.
Where'd you kiss him?
Well, we'll figure it out.
Oh, come on, Jackie.
Come on, Jackie, you moron.
What are you?
By the door.
Oh, no.
Where'd you kiss him?
He could, no, he said not on the mouth.
Yeah, well, what do you think?
Maybe on the neck or something.
No, I don't think that's what he's
So
talking
silly.
about.
But he wouldn't kiss him on the mouth because that's wrong.
Yeah.
That would mean he was gay.
Yeah. So then your uncle goes and kills himself?
Well, about 2 weeks later.
So was that the last time you got it on with them? I mean, like just that one time?
Well, my aunt was, kind of like after they left, after everything was over, my uncle left. you know, she was kissing me.
Yeah.
And my uncle sort of like sneaked out the door. And then after that, you know, I don't know where he went. And then all I know is she split about 20 minutes later after still kissing me and stuff. And I saw them when I went home, like 2 weekends later.
And you had sex with them there?
No, but I saw my aunt, and she walked over to me. I was in my sister's room, and she walked over to me, and she said, I just want to let you know that I really appreciate you not saying anything to your mother. And,
Yeah.
you know, your uncle and I had a nice time. And
Oh, boy.
We'd like to do it again.
we're having a little bit of a problem because I don't think he should have, you know, he should have did what he did. Do you object?
Oh.
And I said, well, you know, I mean, it felt great, but
A little late to ask.
Yeah, right.
I said, but I don't know if it should happen anymore.
Right.
And I said, but I still want it to happen with you.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I don't know if I want my uncle involved, but...
And what did she say?
Well, she said, look, I want it to happen again, too, but you have to, you know, you have to pretty much keep it quiet.
Right. Well, hey, who's going to talk about that?
You
And
know,
then,
and
your
since she was
uncle?
my fantasy, I said, what the heck? I mean, you know.
And so did you do it with her a couple more times?
Well, that when she was talking to me, I said, can I touch you? And she was like, you can. And she shut the door. And
And you started getting on with her right there.
well, I didn't get it on with her. I just started putting my hand in.
So how many times did you... Oh, in the bathing suit. So how many times did you end up getting it on with her total?
Twice before he killed himself, and then twice after.
Oh, gee.
Did you get laid at the wake?
About 2 days after.
Really?
Fell into the hole.
Did she feel bad that he killed himself, or she didn't
Well,
care?
she said that you could. She said, you know, Uncle Robert won't need his car anymore, so she's. You could use his car to come visit me, and I was.
Oh, man.
You
Oh,
got the
man.
car?
Oh.
Yeah, it was a nice car. He was in a
And
turn.
then you did her 2 more times after he died, and then what happened? Then she called it off?
No. After that, you know, she said that she wanted to continue to see me, but then I had a girlfriend, so then I would just go to her house for dinner, and then we just make out and then fool around on the couch. She just kept trying to tease me, though, you know, throughout the whole
Yeah.
thing.
So you don't see her anymore, huh?
Oh yeah, I still see her.
Oh, you do?
Oh yeah.
And you still do her?
Well, I'm not in college anymore, but
Right. You
I
still do your aunt, though?
I'm sorry.
You still do your aunt?
I still don't. Well, yeah.
Sometimes.
The last time I did it was about 3 weeks ago.
Oh.
We hooked up.
Hey, why didn't you and your aunt come in one time? And I won't, you know, we don't have to put it on TV or anything. We just do it on the radio. Bring her in. Can you do that? Can you check out with her?
I would. Yeah, I would. I think it would be great.
I'd like to see her, man.
She's really beautiful.
Yeah, that'd be hot.
Really beautiful. And now all of a sudden, now that my
Does she have another husband now?
no, I mean I don't really keep in touch with her that way, but
We should call her on the air.
she's
We should get her. Don't
Yeah, let's
identify
not
her.
identify her
Don't
too much.
identify her. All right, anyway. Okay, dude. She sounds like she's pretty cute, though.
oh she's.
Hey, ask her if she'll come in, okay?
I will.
All right? Thanks, man.
All right.
All right, hold on. Baba Booey will pick up.
I'll be right with you.
I got to take a break.
Howard, you can either speak to Frank Gifford or we can speak to a guy who lost his virginity to his grandmother.
Oh, come on. I don't want to. I can't take any more.
I think the Yale.
I think I've had
I'll
it.
save it for tomorrow.
Yeah, I've had enough. I've had enough. Jesus Christ.
Where's my teeth?
What?
Where's my teeth?
All right. Next segment will be, could you imagine if Frank Gifford ever called into the show? What it would be like if Frank Gifford called into the show. It would be a reenactment. Well, not a reenactment, but
Enactment, because it's
enactment.
never happened.
Right. Let me take a break and I'll explain when I get back. I thought you might want to hear from the guy whose first sexual experience was with his grandmother.
How do you wrangle that one?
We didn't have time to get to this guy yesterday, but this is Rod. Rod?
Hello.
Rod, you're on the air.
Oh, hi, Howard. Hi, Rob.
Hi. Now, you say you lost your virginity to your grandmother. Is that really true?
Yeah.
How do you do that?
Well, see, when I was 14, 15, and 16, I didn't really do really well with the girls, and I was causing a lot of problems with the sheets, right? So I found
With the who?
with
The sheets.
The
He
sheets.
was having
Oh,
a lot
okay.
of,
you know, and
I thought you said with the sheep. I said, boy, this guy's really weird.
well,
All right, so in other words, you were taking care of your own condition, and I guess your grandmother noticed what was going on in the sheets.
no, my mom did, and she told my grandma.
I don't understand how guys like you don't use tissues. Why would you just use these sheets?
No, I was asleep.
These were
Oh.
nocturnal
Emissions?
Yeah.
I never had that because I used to take care of all my needs before I went to bed. I never had that.
Yeah, and see, I wasn't allowed to have like porno or anything. Well, actually, what happened was my dad, he was a Green Beret, got killed in Panama, and my mom said, well, you know, he wouldn't look very kindly on you looking at this sort of stuff, so I never looked at that. I had no relief.
What are you, a black guy?
Biracial.
Biracial?
Yeah.
I heard that before. Biracial.
Yeah.
So you're bi.
So,
What do you mean biracial? You're half white and you're half black?
Right.
Are you an octoroon? You know what an octoroon is?
No.
1/8 black.
He said he's bi.
I don't know. I don't know what he
My
means.
father was black, my mother was white. I'm half and half.
So then you are a mulatto. Are you not? Are you a mulatto?
Okay.
All right.
Let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
Was it your white grandmother or your black grandmother?
It was my white grandmother.
Really? Now, a lot of these racists would have guessed it was your black grandma, right?
Well,
And your father was 100% black?
yeah.
He had big, full lips?
Actually, his father was Australian.
I see. So you are octoroon. I was right.
Well, you were right.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Of course I was right. You're an octoroon.
Well, anyway.
So you look mostly white.
No, I look mostly black.
Really?
Yeah. Luckily.
I see.
And I'll tell you why, because
All right, I don't.
We're getting off this. The
Yeah, all right.
subject here.
So anyway, you in the sheets you were having some problems.
yeah.
So your grandmother likes black guys.
You know,
Right.
I really thought that she. I think she was like maybe a bit of a racist.
Really?
Well-
How old was your grandmother?
Because she was like 52,
52, huh? And how old were you at the time?
16,
All right.
but she looked. The whole family has a gene where we look 10 years younger. You know who she looked like, Howard?
Kelly LeBrock?
No, but a good one. You know Courtney Thorne-Smith from
Yes.
Melrose?
Melrose Place, yeah.
Yeah.
Your grandmother looks like her.
That's what she looked like.
Well, that ain't bad
And
for a grandma.
so, yeah. So,
So your grandmother was pretty hot.
yeah.
And how did it come to pass that she saw your sheets and then approached you about making love to you?
Well, my mom told her what was going on.
Yeah.
And she called me and told me to come stop by her house after school.
My grandmother looked like the crypt keeper. There's no way.
There was nothing going to go on.
No, absolutely nothing.
So she asked me to stop by school. Stop by her house after school.
Yeah.
And I just walked in the house and she had on this.
House coat.
No, actually, she had on one of Pop-Pop's shirts.
Pop-Pop? That's your grandpa?
Yeah.
All right.
And
She was just wearing a man-tailored shirt and nothing else?
that's it.
A lot of guys call their grandparents weird names.
Pop, pop.
Well,
Yeah, my wife tried to get into that with our kids. Well, it wasn't my wife. It was my mother-in-law. She told me she wanted to be called Gammy, and she wanted my father-in-law to be called, not Pop-Pop.
Poppy?
Poppy or something. And I said, look, I ain't doing that. I'm not going to call your husband Poppy. She goes, no, I want the kids to do it. My kids never did it. They call him Grandma and Grandpa. Oh, Grampy was the name. Grampy. Yeah. It's like, I'm not going to buy that. You called your grandfather Pop-Pop?
yeah.
Jesus.
And
I know a guy in Detroit, he's called Pop-Pop.
I call my grandma Nana right up to
Nana?
Yeah.
Jesus, no wonder the black people reject you. Nana. Nana and Pop-Pop?
Yeah.
Has to be the white side of the family.
Yeah.
Nana.
So anyway,
So you go into Nana's
right.
room.
Anna's got the the man-tailored shirt on.
Right.
Yeah. And all she's wearing is a man-tailored shirt.
Right.
Right.
And I said, I'm sorry, Nana. I'll wait till you change. And she goes, no, come on upstairs. And I said, well, where's Pop-Pop? And she said, he's out in the garden, because he has a garden club, and they meet out in the garden. Everybody was out in the garden.
Okay, so go ahead.
And so we went upstairs, and she says to me, I understand you're having a problem with the girls. I don't think that you know how to talk to the girls properly.
What a nice grandmother.
And I said,
Really?
I said, well, I was having a problem talking to the girls, but
It's kind of embarrassing telling Nana that you're having...
Yeah. And she says, well, you know why? It's because you don't know how to talk to white girls.
Right.
And I said...
She was very smart, your Nana.
She was a genius.
Yeah, and then what happened?
And so she says, well, you probably say things to him like, hey, baby, let's get down, or I remember these things like...
This was of great concern to her.
You're a fox. You're so fine. And I'm
Right.
looking at her like, what?
Yeah.
don't talk to anybody that way.
Right.
But so she says, well, I'm going to teach you how to talk to girls. So she says, okay, look at me. So I looked at her, and she says, tell me I have pretty eyes. And I said, Nana, you got pretty eyes. And she said, don't call me Nana, call me Helen.
Hmm.
And I
Is Helen her name?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And
so, Helen, you have beautiful
I
eyes.
said, Helen, you have beautiful eyes. She said, okay, now put your hand on my knee.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
Were you freaking out? Did you start to get aroused?
well, no, I was.
Because your grandmother.
When she said that, I kind of freaked out a little bit, but I don't know. It was really weird, Howard. It was really weird.
Yeah, and then what happened?
So I put my hand on her knee, and,
Yeah.
and she said, now tell me I have pretty eyes. And I said, well, you have pretty eyes,
Nana.
Nana. And she said, I said, say Helen.
Right.
And I said, okay, you have pretty eyes, Helen. And she says, now, doesn't that feel better? She said, and I said, yeah. And she said, well, move your hand up my leg,
Mm-hmm.
and tell me that you have. Tell me about my neck. Tell me that my neck is pretty.
Hmm.
And I said, you have a very pretty neck.
Yeah, all right, come on, get on with this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
then she moved my hand up to her thigh, and at that time, then I started to get a little.
Was it all full of cellulite and everything?
No.
She was nice looking.
My Nana's, yeah, she was really
My
nice.
Nana.
Yeah, right. All right. So you had your hand on her thigh, and you're still wearing your clothes,
So yeah, I still have my clothes on.
and you're starting to get a chubby.
And yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm freaking
Couldn't believe
out.
you're getting a chubby over Nana.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So she
Helen, I
she
mean.
says we don't have. So she says, well, this is what I want you to do. And she took her to the shirt and she pulled it open.
She pulled open her shirt. I mean, she had big breasts.
They were like C's,
Okay.
and they were stand-up C's.
Really? A
Yeah.
grandmother?
is
I don't believe that.
real.
I can't believe that she had stand-up C's.
She had stand-up C's, Howard. She was a gorgeous woman.
Really?
She was a gorgeous woman. I mean, she was Nana, but she was a gorgeous woman.
All right.
And
Yeah. And then what happened?
She says, "You want to touch him?" And I said, "Well, yeah," because I never touched a
A real woman before. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you touched it.
Yeah, and I touched it.
At what point do you take your Nana's clothes off?
And
Nana's
Nana was
got her
only in a
clothes
shirt.
Oh, no, her shirt was off.
Yeah, because she actually popped the buttons when she pulled it open.
I see. And then what? She took off your pants?
And then I took off my pants.
And did she like what she saw? Did she see that her grandson was?
What she said to me is, she says, "Well, what do you want to do now?" She said, "You should know what to do now." And so.
And you did it to her.
Well,
You did your own Nana.
yeah.
That's the sickest story I have ever heard.
But it really screwed me up. It's
How many times did you do your Nana?
Well, it went on for like 3 years.
Really?
Yeah, because the first 2 years, she was, I don't know, she was just the only person I would come back to, and then the third year, Pop had a stroke.
So you had to take care of Grandma's needs.
Well, Pop would be in the next room,
Right.
and that's when I
You couldn't deal with it anymore.
Right.
Yeah, I couldn't hack it.
Right. Is
And-
Grandma still alive?
So no,
She's gone.
Yeah. So,
Too bad.
We'd have had her come down.
We'd have her come in with you.
Well, what she?
Hey, look, it happens, right? I mean, you didn't expect it. All of a sudden.
It does happen?
I guess. Happened in his house.
I come in one day. It was after Pop died.
Yeah.
I come in I guess about 2 months later, and because I was horny.
Right.
And
Grandma.
So I was calling her Helen by then.
Right.
And
did anybody think it was weird that you were calling your grandma Helen now?
Nana was Helen?
Well, no, I wouldn't call her Nana in front of the family.
Right.
So I came in, and she said, "Well, what do you want?" And I was like, oh, "Well,
you know what I want."
Yeah. And she said, "This is what she said to me. You people can't get enough."
Oh, black people.
Yeah.
Wow.
That hurt. It hurt. And,
all right.
I turned around to back up towards the door, and she goes, wait a minute, you're not, don't you leave. And she runs up, she pushes me up against the wall, gets down on her knees and
services you.
Right.
Wow. Did you need some lube for your grandma? Usually that age, they're a little...
No.
No? All right.
No.
All right, well, thank you for your story.
Oh, okay.
All right, Rod.
Okay.
Thank you. Rod.
Don't believe a word of it.
I don't know. Sound real to me. Pop and Nana. Hey, you never know. You never know. You see these things every day on these talk shows.
No, I
Every
haven't
day.
seen these things.
Well, I don't know, man.
That was tough.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. You're on the air.
Yeah, hello, Howard.
Yes, my brother.
Yeah.
What are you, black?
Am I black? Nah, I'm Italian, and I'm also Hispanic.
Really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
But I gotta tell you, Howard.
Thank you.
Those terms you were kicking around.
What terms? Octoroon?
No, hold on. By the way, that guy you just had on the on the phone. Okay, he's a quadroon. Okay, he's 1/4 black.
Yes, quadroon. You're absolutely right.
An octoroon is someone who's 1/8 black.
Well, actually, his father was, if you want to get down to it, his father's parents were white and black.
Right, so the
father
mulatto.
was a mulatto.
The father was a mulatto.
Right, so that would make him
he
a
married a
quadroon.
white woman.
Yeah, that would make him a quadroon.
A quadroon.
Right,
Yes, you're
that's
right. You're
1/4.
absolutely
And
right.
his children, if he should marry a white woman, would be an octoroon.
Yes, you are right.
Right.
I stand corrected.
But hold on. But
yes.
Whatever. If in this country, if you have one trace of black blood, that makes you black.
Yes.
Let me just clarify that completely.
Well, yes, but you have to break it down for people. In other words, a lot of us look at each other and are having trouble now distinguishing who anybody is.
Yeah,
and in order to clarify the situation, we have to come up with new terms reflecting the liberal qualities in our society. Now, quadroon, octoroon, these are help us further identify who everyone is.
No,
you understand?
Forget about all this nonsense, though. I just want to make the one point that I think that race mixing in general is just absolutely disgusting.
You do?
You know,
But you're half and half?
Yes.
No, but I gotta tell you, just this whole race mixing nonsense is just completely disgusting. I urge all my black brothers to call.
You're not black.
Call a Nation of Islam at 212-388-2655.
Look at this guy. All right, but you said you're a black man. Are you a follower of Louis Farrakhan?
Yes, I am, and I hate kikes like you spreading this race mixing among our people. I can't stand you, Howard.
You love it, man. And let me tell you something. I'm your leader. I'm your leader.
You know, no,
I am your leader.
You're a leader of kikes is what you are.
Yeah, I'm your leader.
I'm not a kike.
You can't tune away from this show.
You're a filthy kike.
Shut up. You're disgusting. You know that? And I'm half kike. Thank you. A very lovely conversation. Makes you want to stay in this world, don't it?
Makes you want to stay in your house?
Yeah. That guy's a piece of... He's a skunk, is what he is. He's a scumbag.
What happens to you when you call that number, I wonder?
I don't know. Get Kelly LeBrock back in here. Let's hear about them homo medicines.
Homeopathic.
All right. Hey, you're on the air.
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, this is Frank. This guy slept with his fiance's mother.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel bad about it now.
Where did it happen?
Do you have Jesus Christ in your life?
I probably don't today.
Yeah.
Jesus left.
Jesus is, you might be better off praying to a rock.
Well, I was a rock the other night.
Let me tell you, I'm glad Jesus is in town. I think you'd sleep with him, too.
For Mary.
All right, Frank, go through the drill with me. So how long you been engaged?
About 4 months.
Is your girlfriend hot?
Yeah, she's pretty hot. She's a young girl, 17.
Yeah, and how old are you?
I'm 23.
Super.
And you're madly in love with her.
Oh, yeah, she's probably hot, right?
Yeah, she's pretty hot.
Does she have big breasts?
She's a B cup.
B cup in bed as long as they're perky at 17. They can't be droopy.
They couldn't be anything but.
Right. And
I've been attracted to her mother for a while, and just we all went out drinking.
Well, wait. Back down, man. I know you're feeling guilty, but I'll help you through
He's
this.
got to blurt it out. He's got to confess.
Yeah. I don't mind you confessing, but give me
Father Howard. Bless me.
Just give me a second to work myself up.
My confession.
I bet you the priest's ears would fall off when you come in.
So is your mom? Is your future wife, the 17-year-old, really cute?
Yeah, she's pretty cute.
Yeah, like how much does she weigh?
She's about 118.
Yeah, how tall?
She's about 5'4".
Yeah, and she's got a nice ass?
Yeah, she's got a pretty nice ass.
Yeah, right. But
Mom's is better.
Really? Does she walk around in like little short shorts and stuff?
She does inside, but not outside.
Right. Okay. So she's pretty good looking, babe.
Right.
And the mom.
How old is Mom?
How old is Mom?
She's 38.
All right. Nothing wrong with that. And she's pretty hot, huh?
Yeah, very hot.
Is she married or like her?
No, she's separated.
Okay. And like whenever you'd go over there and stuff, you found yourself actually wanting to talk to Mom more than even your future wife because she's just so interesting, and you were kind of had a little crush on her, right?
Well, I didn't think I did until the other night.
What happened?
You liked her a lot.
I've always looked at her. And,
Right, and said, hey, she's a good-looking woman.
Yeah, very.
But it would have been wrong to have sex with her or even put the moves on her because you got a fiance.
Or even think about it.
Well, I thought about it, but I never thought it would come true.
Does the mom come on to you kind of like suggestively? Like would
Yeah,
she
but I
always,
always took it as kidding around.
like what would she do?
She'd come up and, like if I'm there and I just got my shorts on, she'd rub my back and
Right.
tell me I got a nice chest or pretty hair. And,
Right. And like what would she wear when what does she wear? What does she look like?
Well, I stay over there a lot. Well, I did. And she'd have like shorts or pajamas, or she'd come out in a T-shirt with like a long T-shirt.
And is she really good looking?
Yeah, and she's really large up top.
Yeah, who does she look like that's famous?
Let's see.
Give me an idea.
She looks a little bit like Jacqueline Smith.
Oh, really?
She's got long black hair and
No kidding. And a good body, huh?
very good.
And what, D cups?
No, I think Monica said she was a C.
A C cup.
You even discussed her bra size with her daughter.
And did the daughter ever say to you, gee, my mom's awfully forward with you, or...
Well, she made an accusation once, like, I said something to her mother, like, something about, I hope your butt looks like you had it at her age or something. And she gave me a hard time about it.
All right, so the mother used to walk around and stuff. Now, what happened Saturday night?
Well, we all went out drinking.
With your mom, your mother-in-law, and your fiance.
Right.
Just the three of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just the three of us.
What, you go to a bar?
Well, we went to, like, a nightclub, dancing and all.
Oh, yeah? And what was your mother-in-law wearing there?
She had on, like, one of these hot mini skirts and, like, a real tight blouse.
And were all the guys looking at her and stuff?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, she's good looking. And your fiance and you were dancing, and then what would happen? Then you get up and dance with your mother-in-law?
Well, I didn't slow dance. I fast dance with her.
Right. With the mother-in-law.
Right.
Right. And you guys were laughing and having a good time.
Right.
All right. Go ahead. You're drinking, and yeah. So then what happens? You go home?
Right. Well, we closed the bar. And,
Right.
Lots of drinks?
Yeah, pretty much. My fiance was not feeling good up to breakfast or nothing.
Fantastic.
So we went home, and I went upstairs with her.
You went upstairs with who? The fiance?
Yeah, right.
All right. And you
Right.
put her to bed?
Put her to bed, and
You came back downstairs, didn't you?
I wanted to fool around, and she didn't.
Right. Go ahead. You were horny. Go ahead.
So I went downstairs, and I went to get something to drink, and I seen her sitting in there on the couch. And
The mother-in-law. Now, wait a second. Now, what are you wearing when you go downstairs to get something to drink? Are you just in your underpants?
Yeah, just like a jockey shorts, like.
Yeah, go ahead. And
Nothing under.
So you're at the refrigerator drinking.
Well, I come out of the kitchen, and she was sitting there on the couch.
What was she wearing?
She just had like a long T-shirt on.
No bra.
No bra.
Panties?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead. And she got
It's
those
kind
feet.
of like a bathing suit bikini over, or something similar to a thong, but not cut that small.
And is she just sort of sitting there with her legs crossed, or she got her feet underneath
But
her
she had
ass?
her feet propped up like on a coffee table.
No kidding. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. So what did she say?
And she asked me, she called me in there and asked what I was doing still up, and we started talking, and she started crying about her husband leaving her for another woman. So
Sad. Very sad.
Well, she needed comfort.
Right. So did you start to comfort her?
Well, I was just sitting there, and next thing you know, she like laid down and just put her head like back on my lap, and I was just like rubbing the back of her hair.
Right. Jesus. And you're saying to yourself, uh-oh.
This is on your bare legs.
Right.
Right. Well, I had to get a pillow and set it there.
I see.
I see. And then did you start to get aroused?
Yeah, that's why I had to get the pillow.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead. Yeah, so you put her down and you're rubbing her head.
Right.
And meanwhile, her T-shirt's crept up, like now it's like almost like a belly shirt, and you're seeing her panties and stuff, right?
Well, no, what I was doing was rubbing her hair, and like while I was rubbing her hair, she had like her hand up, like twirling the back of my hair, like doing little twirlies with her fingers. And she was saying that, Monica, which is her daughter's got to, you're a good man and all that, work and all that. And,
Man.
And I said, thank you. And then she like leaned up to hug me, and I just kissed her.
And then all of a sudden you embraced, and then you kissed more, and then you did her right on the couch?
Well, she did me, and then
Oh, I see.
Was there any resistance?
I thought about it.
He had to have her.
Yeah, but
did you wear rubber or no rubber?
No rubber.
No
Oh,
rubber.
man.
Wow.
Right there with Mom.
Right there with Mommy. So how many times did you do it? Twice?
Well, we did actual intercourse once.
Right, and then she took care of you once.
Right, and then I took care of her.
Wow. Good man.
Wow.
Hey, good man's hard to
I
find.
call that
But then
around the world.
And did she say, hey, I can't believe I'm doing this behind my daughter's back?
Well, after we were done and all, and, you know, she went in and got a towel and all that, and then she's like, I can't believe we did that, and then she wouldn't talk to me yesterday. And
Oh, did she want to talk to you?
she was, you know.
She was uptight. She felt guilty.
All right, and then...
Well, that's what you do. Blame the guy.
Yeah. Did you tell your fiance?
No, then my fiance, you know, wanted us to go out to dinner with her because of Mother's Day, and it's like...
Mother's
What
Day.
a present.
Did you go?
No, I told her I didn't go. I had to go see my mother, but...
All right, so what's your downside? What's your problem?
Well, I don't know if I should tell her or just...
Don't tell her.
Are
Listen
you
to me.
nuts?
Listen to me. I'm going to talk to you. I'm going to talk to you like a guy talks to another guy. You understand? No, none of this radio crap. Listen to me carefully. Are you listening to me carefully?
I'm listening.
And are you going to take the advice when you get it?
You better listen to me carefully.
I'm definitely going to consider it.
All right. Number one, this is never to be told to the daughter. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
I don't care what you do now.
What about if the mother tells them?
That's not your problem. Listen to me. Didn't happen. Deny.
Really?
Just say, I don't even know what she's talking about. Your mother's a sick woman. I wouldn't even lay a hand on her. Do you hear what I just said? Now, I'm going to pretend. I'm going to role play with you. All right? You play your fiance. Your fiance just found out from your mother-in-law that you guys had sex. Say something to me. Confront me.
I hear you.
Go ahead. Confront me. Role play. Say, you're your
the fiance.
Say, hey, I heard my mother just said. Go
I
ahead.
heard you guys had sex Saturday night.
What are you talking about?
Well, Mommy said that, you know, you came down there and you took advantage of her.
Are you crazy, honey? I love you so much. Your mother, I think, wants me. This is insane. I don't know what she's talking about. Your mother.
Mom's never lied before like this.
Well, I'm telling you, if you trust me, I'm never lying to you. I didn't do anything. Now, you were loaded. She was loaded. You guys, when you guys get loaded.
Yeah, you're already caught. Look at you.
There you go. You don't know anything. I don't remember anything. I don't know what you're talking about. All right, listen to me. Listen to me. Your mother-in-law isn't going to tell.
First of all, you got to say, when was this supposed to have happened? You don't know anything.
No, I know when it happened. I know when it was supposed to happen.
Yeah, but all day yesterday I was thinking, man, it shouldn't happen. And on the other hand,
Listen to me. Listen to me.
Great.
Listen to me.
Oh,
First
you
of all,
really liked it. Huh?
there's two ways you could go with this. The best thing you could do is marry this girl. Now you got a mother and her.
Oh,
You understand what I'm saying? You could be doing both of them. You're going to have the marriage. Listen to me.
Wedding present.
You're going to have a wedding present. You're going to have the marriage of the century. Do you hear what I said?
Never gets old.
You'll
huh?
never get bored. Or you could look at it this way. You are definitely not that into this 17-year-old chick. Because if you're already screwing around with the mother,
Yeah, if it was that easy.
what do you need the hassle of marrying her for? And a year from now, you're cheating your brains out. And now you got to give her half your money, even though you don't have any. You hear what I
made
said?
you think you wanted to get married in the first place?
This is a good
Well, I
wake-up
have
call.
been with her for 2.5 years.
Yeah, it's time to move on. Don't get all insecure.
No, I don't know. I just got to really think about it.
Yeah, but do me a favor. If you're going to stay with her, don't tell her.
Yeah, what's she going to do with this information?
Right.
Right.
It's only going to hurt her.
I don't know, but, you know, when I look at her mother now, I just see a different woman there.
She's a piece of ass. That's all.
I'm going to have to talk to her.
You want a real
She's
cool
gonna
move?
Keep it hush, I'll keep it hush.
You want option 3? Dump the 17-year-old, marry the mother. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I'll end up on Jerry Springer show or something.
Okay, you'll end up on this show. All right, but don't tell your fiance. You got to lie.
Okay. That's like the man's instinct to lie.
Hey, bro, that mother got any sisters?
Get the whole family.
Any cute aunts?
Any other sisters?
No, but actually, you know, she's got a younger daughter. It's like 15.
You're raising your next
Listen to
one.
me. Listen to me. You marry into that family, you not only get your wife, you got the mother, you'll probably get the daughter, too. And if the father ever comes back, you'll get him.
That's called a threefer.
Yeah. Oh, man, I would love that.
Yeah, I'll have to keep it in mind here.
All right, pal. Don't think you got such a bad thing going on.
Okay.
All right.
All right, love you guys.
Love you.
See ya.
Oh,
Really?
man,
I
you're the
don't
man.
think he's ready for marriage.
Send me a picture, all three of you.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
I like that Mom's not talking to him.
Right. All right, that's a good one, I'll tell you. That's a new one on me. Oh.
You know, and I was gonna really challenge him on it. And I just said, you know,
Let's see where he's going.
let's see where he's going with this.
Yeah.
You see now that ruins it because there's another guy on the phone who had sex with a guy in his paper route when he was 15,
Oh, geez.
and he says he's not gay. All right, this is the last phone call like this.
Well, this is another guy you have to convince that he is gay.
Yeah. Is this Jose?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I got a sex with a guy, but I'm not a homo.
Yeah, okay.
I'm not a homo.
I like guys who say they're not homos and they have sex with guys.
No, I'm not a homo. I just did it because I just need some money. That's it. I'm just 15 years old.
All right, listen. Hey, lower your radio there, Jose.
Yeah.
As long as there's money involved, I suppose.
Homo.
Not.
Hang it.
No.
Honeycomb. Jose. How old are you now?
I'm 23 now.
You're 23. Now, you say when you were 15, you had a paper route?
Yeah, I got a paper route down in the island.
I'm surprised you didn't sell grit. You know, when I was a kid, in the back of a comic book, I don't know if they still have this, in the back of every comic book, it said, if you want to make some real money, stop dicking around and being a kid and being beholden to your parents, you got to sell grit.
What is that?
So I thought, I didn't know what it was, but it was a newspaper.
Oh.
But it was like, I don't know what it was.
I never saw it.
I've never read a copy of Grit. I don't know anyone who's ever seen Grit. I don't know anyone who ever sold Grit. And it seemed like a big outfit. I mean, because...
Was it a scam, though?
I don't know what it was, because, like, how fast was delivery of papers in those days that I guess they'd mail you the papers, the Grit papers.
Right, and then you'd hand them out.
I think what you had to do, I think it had to be something weird. I think you had to send them money. They'd send you Grit.
Right.
And then you go sell it.
You were the idiot with all the papers.
Yeah. And they had a whole bunch of kids interviewed, and like they would have a little picture of them and go, Bob Schwartz, 13 years old from Kansas, sold Grit for 3 months. He won 80 bicycles, 57, whatever the hell they had back then.
Won his parents a house.
Yeah, won his parents a house, and made $87 a week on top of that. And I was like, whoa. But I never was that motivated to take it any further.
No.
Because it seemed like I was going to be duped.
Yeah, but this guy just started touching me and everything, you know what I'm
Wait,
saying?
wait a second.
You're still talking.
So you had a paper route where? Down in the islands?
Yeah.
What islands would that be?
PR.
Oh, Puerto Rico.
Yeah. And
you should go back there.
No,
that guy's waiting for you.
Yeah.
No, I saw, I saw that guy before. After that, I saw that guy. And he was pretty straight. I think he backed it up.
You think he straightened out a little?
Yeah, he's straight up already.
Are you telling me in Puerto Rico they read newspapers?
Of course, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, they read the USA Today, they read everything.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. Now,
So that guy, I went to collect the papers every day, every week, so that guy started touching me every time I go.
So wait a second. You went to the guy and you said, hey, I need my money. My dinero.
Yeah, I need my money. I told
Did you say dinero or money?
Money.
So yo soy dinero.
Yeah.
I am dinero.
and then he says, okay, come on in. I said, okay. And he's taking me some sodas and everything. I said, oh, boy, this guy's gay. No.
What, he touched your shoulders? Is that what you said?
No,
he was touching everything.
I thought he said he gave me sodas.
I don't know what he said.
He gave me some soda, right? And then he started touching me and, started touching down
And he kissed you?
No, kiss me, no.
Wait a minute. You're a 15-year-old boy, and you just let a guy rub all over you?
I was a pervert.
You're a homo.
I was a pervert. That's what I was.
A pervert?
A pervert.
And you got excited?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, man.
And I give it to him.
You gave it to him like you in other words, you gave him sex?
Yeah.
I mean, like him bent over a chair sex?
Yeah, he bent over.
Really? And you gave him sex?
Yeah, he bent over.
And you were the giver?
Yeah, I was
and
the
he
giver. He was the taker.
He was the taker? And you did that? You're gay, man.
No.
You are so
You're especially gay.
You are more gay than I thought. I thought the guy just did something to you.
Yeah, but you're gay.
No,
but
man.
you know what he told me? He liked that, though.
He liked it? Yeah, he liked it, but you did too.
Yeah, I got a big one. I got a big one.
I bet you do. Jose, you saying you're married now?
No, I'm not married.
There you go.
No.
You're the gay.
I'm divorced.
Yeah.
Because you like men.
No way.
What?
There's a lot of...
there is no way a non-gay person could
I'm
get
not,
excited
I'm
to
pretty
give...
straight. I'm pretty straight.
You are 110% gay.
You know, there's a lot of Puerto Rican guys that work here, and I've discussed this with them.
I know a lot of Puerto Ricans that are gay, but I'm pretty sure I'm straight. I can
now you're pretty sure.
In the Latin community, supposedly, if the guy's the giver, he's not gay.
Yeah.
It's the taker that's gay.
That's a good way to get around it.
That's a good way. I say this guy's gay. I don't care what anyone tells me. I don't care where he's from.
I say if you're 15 and a guy rubs you and you bend him over a chair, you're gay.
You bet.
I just see that you don't.
Let me tell you something. If some guy was bent over a chair for me and I looked at his naked buttocks, there's no way I'd stay aroused. No way, Jose. No way, Jose.
You know what he did? You know what he did?
What?
He owed me like 3 weeks, right?
Yeah.
And he paid me like 5 weeks.
You so?
Yeah, and so he liked that, though.
All right, look.
You're crazy.
You know what? You're a nut. All right, I got to go.
Okay, bro.
Oh, Howard. Thank you, Jose.
All right, bro.
Well, I see Woodgie is ready to do his weather. All right, let me take a break, Woodgie, then you can go. Unbelievable. You know I did it because he owed me 3 weeks.
He gave me 5 weeks.
And he liked it. All right, let's take a break. And
some logic.
Yeah.
He's not gay because the guy liked it.
There's got to be all kinds of justifications.
So many dumb people. Admit you're gay. We'll be back.
He just got rubbed, and by a guy, he got all excited.
Completely out of control. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back right after this.